Quantitative and qualitative losses, properties of agricultural and biosystem materials. Losses in a supply chain, from the producer to the consumer, can occur at various stages of the process as depicted in the food pipeline. It's important to note that not all losses are avoidable, but supply chain managers aim to minimize them through efficient processes, inventory management, quality control, and risk mitigation strategies. Reducing losses can help improve the overall profitability and sustainability of a supply chain.
Types of losses.
Here we have the types of losses. Quantitative loss is a loss in terms of physical substance, meaning a reduction in weight and volume, and can be assessed and measured. Qualitative loss, however, is concerned particularly with the food and reproductive value of products and requires a different kind of evaluation.
Types of quantitative losses.
Moisture content. In biochemical terms, organic products are composed of dry matter and water. The moisture content is the amount of free water within a given product and is expressed either as a decimal proportion or a percentage. For example, with cereals, a 13% moisture content is considered a guarantee of satisfactory grain preservation. In agriculture, moisture content or humidity rate is usually indicated as a proportion of the moist product. That is, the moisture content is the proportion of the weight of moisture to the total weight of dry matter and moisture. Damage. Damage is a clear deterioration in the product, such as broken or pitted grain, which affects more its quality than its quantity, and can in the long term result in a definite loss. Both damage and loss should be quantified in terms of weight and cost. Direct and indirect losses. Direct losses occur when the disappearance of a foodstuff is caused by leakage, for example, spillage from bags, or consumption by pests, insects, rodents, birds, whereas indirect losses occur when a reduction in quality leads to the consumer's refusal to purchase. Weight loss. While weight loss is easy to observe and measure, it does not necessarily mean food loss, since it can result simply from a reduction in moisture content. Moisture loss during drying is therefore not a food loss, on the other hand. An abnormal increase in weight through moisture absorption following rainfall on stocks left in the open can cause serious damage resulting in loss.
Types of qualitative losses.
Food loss. While food loss clearly results from a loss in quantity, it also results, but more insidiously, from a loss in quality and edibility, making it unfit for human consumption. Staple foods contain not only essential nutrients, but also important vitamins. For instance, grain hearts are rich in protein and vitamins. However, they are also the preferred target of rodents and insects. The various nutritive parts of products are thus the prey of different families of parasites. Weevils feed especially on the endosperm, the inside of the seed, which is rich in carbohydrates. Seed viability loss. Seed set aside for sowing, like any product used for reproduction, is preserved with great care in order to maintain its full germinative potential. The protein-rich grain heart can be a favorite target of certain pests. Atmospheric conditions also play a part, as they can weaken the seed's productive potential. Variations in light, temperature, and humidity leading to excessive respiration are particularly responsible here. Commercial loss. This assumes good organization, in which structural and not only market situational factors are taken into account. For example, having enough storage facilities available and in good condition to be able to hold on to the harvest until the price rises, as well as keeping abreast of long-term developments such as socio-cultural changes which affect the future. Although the price of a foodstuff is usually based on weight, many other factors play a part. This applies especially to the qualitative elements emphasized above, starting with cleanliness and purity, which will be all the more sought after if supplies are abundant in the marketplace. Irreducible losses and compensation. While loss of weight during drying is normal and measurable, there are other said irreducible losses, which arise basically from respiration of the product and mechanical rubbing of grain against itself, as well as the breakage inevitable with certain machines. It should therefore always be remembered that losses, whether pre-harvest or post-harvest, that is in production, distribution, storage, or marketing, cannot be materially reduced to zero, and that they have to be compensated for through extra production.
Conclusion.
In conclusion, the assessment of both quantitative and qualitative losses in food commodities is crucial for ensuring food security, sustainability, and economic viability in the agricultural sector. Quantitative losses, which refer to the physical loss of food due to factors like moisture content, damage, direct and AMP. Indirect losses, weight loss, have significant implications for food availability and affordability. Reducing quantitative losses through improved storage, transportation, and post-harvest management practices is essential to meet the growing global demand for food. Qualitative losses, on the other hand, pertain to the deterioration in the nutritional quality, safety, and sensory attributes of food. These losses can occur at various stages of the food supply chain and can result from factors such as food loss, seed viability loss, commercial loss, irreducible losses, and compensation. Addressing qualitative losses is vital for ensuring that the food produced is not only sufficient in quantity, but also meets the required quality and safety standards. Efforts to minimize both quantitative and qualitative losses in food commodities have far-reaching benefits. They can contribute to food security by increasing the availability of safe and nutritious food for consumers. Additionally, reducing losses can improve the economic sustainability of farmers and food producers by minimizing waste and increasing the value of their products. Moreover, it can have positive environmental impacts by reducing the resources used in food production and minimizing the carbon footprint associated with food waste. In summary, addressing quantitative and qualitative losses in food commodities is a multifaceted challenge that requires collaboration among stakeholders across the food supply chain.